Receive 6:30 greetings from our studio today, August 14, 2020. We are live from the country's economic capital at Fengutron in Douala, Gienda. Belgian Blanche King is my name. As we approach the heart of the rainy season, many localities around the littoral region have witnessed high waters and floods. In the following report, our reporter says inhabitants of a neighborhood in Konsamba, Mongo Division in the littoral region have witnessed or recorded huge material losses after a heavy downpour or rainfall navigated waters into their houses and business premises. Her report.
Fact that local development by the Southwest Development Authority, SOEDA, often take place in communities headed by chiefs. This delegation of Southwest chiefs are meeting with SOEDA authorities to seek for partnership and know their areas of intervention.
SOEDA, they are the main actors of development in the Southwest region. And we are the traditional rulers who have the population. We are concerned with SOEDA, knowing their program concerning our roads, their development, and so many things, water, catchments, market places, health centers, and so on. So we wanted to know, honestly speaking, I think we have got enough.
With the Southwest region being a war-torn zone and the government plan to reconstruct the Northwest and Southwest region, Dr. Tui Ogok, Director General of SOEDA, bolded the important role chiefs stand to play for a successful reconstruction process. Thus, the collaboration between the two is timely and important.
Of course, the Southwest Development Authority works with the rural masses, and the chiefs are coming from the different villages of our region. And there's nothing we can do without the active participation of the population. So for the chiefs to come to us, for us, is a great opportunity that we intend to take advantage of. And we hope that for future projects that SOEDA and its various projects will be carrying out in these villages, we will definitely see a rise in the participation of the various communities. So most of the chiefs have been fully edified as far as our strategy and our approach is concerned. We've taken advantage also to give to the chiefs the strategic plan for SOEDA for the next 10 years.
The delegation of chiefs also visited the University of Buea to encourage authorities for the sound education they are giving to young Cameroonians.
That was rather a report from our Southwest correspondent Crise about a collaboration or partnership between Southwest chiefs and SOEDA. Let's now visit Konsamba in the Mongo Division, littoral region of the country. As our reporter tells us, inhabitants of some major neighborhoods have recorded material losses following a heavy downpour that made water navigate its way into houses and business premises. This is a neighborhood in Konsamba in the Mongo Division, littoral region of Cameroon. Inhabitants of this neighborhood say the rainy season has never been friendly. This is one of the bad days faced by some locals when it rains heavily. Water finds its way through the streets into the houses of some individuals and their business premises. The individuals on their part blame this to the poor drainage system and poor constructions in this area. According to them, this isn't the first time water caused by heavy downpour is navigating its way through neighborhoods, causing major destruction.
All time we're ready for see where the media water not go, nada booze. It's some more. And how is some more? Really don't do what you don't for inside. You don't look, no move, you know they. Where the movie some more water, some more than the floor in the inter. You don't go look to say you never have flop, so they call Gudon. In the 4 all time so you call Gudon, you go with that you inter for all that for that sir. That way don't call quick, they way don't inter for this. The
heart of the rainy season is here. The individuals are calling on authorities that be to assist them ameliorate the situation while encouraging individual efforts. The use of repressive force by forces of law in order to ensure the obligatory wearing of face masks by all individuals in Cameroon is now an option. This is one of the key points raised during this week interministerial meeting chaired by Cameroon's Prime Minister Chief Dr. Joseph Diongute. Dolly Gonde completes the story in the following report.
In their usual weekly interministerial meeting, the Prime Minister, Head of Government, Chief Dr. Joseph Diongute, has outrightly encouraged the use of repressive power by members of the Defense Force against recalcitrant Cameroonians who go about public spheres with no face masks on. With a drastic increase in the COVID-19 mortality rate recorded recently, it was disclosed during this week's interministerial video conferencing meeting that the cause to this is due to the non-respect of some anti-COVID-19 barrier measures stipulated by the government, particularly the non-wearing of face masks by many Cameroonians. While reiterating that the COVID-19 pandemic is still a battle to reckon with, the Minister of Mines and the Industry, Gabriel Dodondoke, has stipulated guidelines on the massive production of face masks.
Cette activité de production des masques doit être soutenue par une campagne de sensibilisation des acteurs dans la perspective de l'amélioration de la qualité des masques qui seront produits en relation avec la norme.
Meanwhile, the effectiveness of the hydrochloroquine in the protocol treatment administered on COVID-19 patients was also a main subject on the table, with Minister Malauda Malachi of the Public Health further revealing the effective use of the hydrochloroquine alongside other drugs like zinc, vitamin C, and azithromycin.
À l'observation, ce traitement donne des résultats positifs. Nous avons aujourd'hui plus de 91% de cas de guérison. Il n'y a pas de problème sur l'utilisation de l'hydroxychloroquine qui n'est qu'une molécule.
Emphasizing more on the obligatory wearing of face masks by all, the Minister of Decentralization and Local Development, George Elanga Obama, disclosed that regular meetings have been held with local councils to see into the effective implementation of the measures as well as sanction defaulters. And like they say, a word to the wise is only but sufficient.
Minister René Emmanuel Sadi has condemned the brutal killings of civilians in the northwest and southwest regions of the country, decrying support from individuals out of the country. The information is contained in the press release signed recently by Communication Minister René Emmanuel Sadi. Our reporter Mungo Ngela Emanuela tells us more.
A release issued Thursday, August 13, 2020, Communication Minister and Government Spokesperson René Emmanuel Sadi condemned in its strongest terms what he terms urges the act of barbarity and horror perpetrated in recent days by secessionists, rebels, and armed gangs in the northwest and southwest regions of the country on the local population. According to the communique, two murders which were widely circulated on the social media particularly shocked the national community which disapproved it. The communique states in part that on August 4, 2020, at Mbengwe in Tualam neighborhood in Mankon, Mezam division of the Northwest region, the social called secessionist rebel leader named Fonte alias Mad Dog murdered with an unspeakable brutality his partner, Mrs. Mba Treasure, which he suspected of being an informer to the military. Meanwhile, on August 11, 2020, the lifeless body of a 32-year-old young woman was found in Moyoka Fako division of the southwest region of Cameroon. The government equally denounces false allegations levied on her by the secessionists, rebels, and armed gang who, after committing all kinds of atrocities, unscrupulously attribute them to the defense and security forces. It was also an opportunity for the government to urge the national defense and security to pursue their Republican mission of protecting institutions and population while reminding them of the head of state's very high support and defense in them and that of the entire nation. Likewise, the government appeals to the separatist supporters in the diaspora and the cooperation of friendly countries hosting sponsors of this rebellion to help in the neutralization and consolidation of the peace-building process in the northwest and southwest regions. He also reassures the head of state's firm determination to pursue the reconstruction process of life returns to normalcy in the war-ravaged regions.
Student intern or student journalist on internship Mungungela Emanuela ends in the reported fire incident yesterday at Vogada neighborhood in Yaoundé has left many in shock with enormous material loss. The cause of the fire has not been established. Details in the following report in the French language with student journalist on internship Etape Canton.
C'est la désolation. 15 boutiques, 2 pièces détachées, 6 véhicules calcinés. C'est le bilan d'un incendie survenu dans la nuit de jeudi 12 août dernier à Yaoundé, plus précisément au quartier Vogada, 6 à escalier. Comme vous le voyez dans cette image, c'est le lendemain de l'incendie. Tout est abîmé. Les victimes trient les récupérables. Cet incendie survient dans un contexte marqué par la crise économique liée au coronavirus où les vendeurs ne s'en sortent plus avec leurs marchandises en raison de la fermeture des frontières. En rappel, ce n'est pas la première fois que ce phénomène d'incendie se produit dans la capitale politique du Cameroun. L'on s'en souvient encore de celui qui avait causé d'énormes dégâts aux commerçants du marché Fundi près de la cathédrale Notre-Dame de Victoire. Des comptoirs, des meubles avaient été calcinés en 2019. Par ailleurs, pour le cas présent, aucune cause n'a été élucidée. Cependant, à l'arrivée des sapeurs-pompiers, le feu a été neutralisé. Les forces de l'ordre ont pu circonscrire les lieux sinistrés. Toutefois, une enquête serait ouverte pour faire la lumière sur les mobiles de cet incendie infernal.
Inhabitants of Batoke, West Coast in the Southwest region decried the dirty states of their markets, which makes the area uncomfortable. According to them, the garbage poses a major health threat to those who use this market. Bukengo Kmer Worthy with details.
Pile of dirt in the middle of the market or at the entrance of the market is fast becoming a trend in most markets across the country. This